Hey Ed, how you doing?
Markets are crappy.
Like usual. Hey, there's one thing that I wanted to ask you about. The other day you said something about candling. What was that all about?
Well, candles is a way of monitoring or at least tracking daily price movements of stocks, commodities, interest rates. It shows a lot of information.
Right.
So I'll give you an example here.
Oh,
There's a chart here just sitting there.
just happened to be a chart?
Yeah, and here there's one candle, one day, one candle, okay? And there's a little wick on top. That wick, they refer to the top part as a wick and the bottom part as a tail.
So the top part is a gross?
Well, the top part is the highest, the very tip of that wick is the highest that stock
went
traded that day.
Right, okay.
Okay? The lowest part of the tail, and here's a tail in this one,
Right.
would be the lowest it's traded this day. Okay? Now, if it opens higher and closes lower, you'll have a red candle because it's a down day. So
Okay.
it opened here,
Right.
where it's solid,
Yeah.
and then it dropped, and it closed near the bottom because there's very no little tail. There may be a little tail there, you can't see it, but so what candles do, they enable you to look for certain formations.
Right.
For instance,
So just to be clear,
yeah.
this right here, this whole candle is how it traded that day.
Yeah, well, that tells you the range of the price movement of that instrument that day. So the low trade was at the bottom of the tail. The high trade, well, let's use this one here because it's got a tail, and it's got a tail and a wick.
Right.
And then so it opened here, which is the bottom of the candle part.
Right.
It closed at the top of the candle part, but the high of the day was the top of the wick.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And the tail, the low, and what you look for is you like big tails. The reason being is that it tells you that the investors that day thought it got too low, so
Right.
they rushed
So they-
in and moved it higher.
They bumped it up.
So you see that by that long tail. Conversely, when you have a big wick, and there's a wick there, sometimes that's a bad thing. Here, the opening and closing is almost the same. Hence, no
Right.
body of candle.
Right. So nothing really happened.
Well, no, it didn't.
Well, it didn't close and it didn't open. It kind of closed and opened at the same place.
It closed and opened at the same price. It tried to go higher, tried to go lower. They call that a doji.
Right.
You can look that up. And a doji is a sort of an indecisive, no body in the candle, right?
Right.
So you can have and if the opening price, the closing price, the high of the day and the low of the day were all the same, it would just be a little line like that.
Just a
It'd be
line.
just a
No candle, no tail.
no nothing, just
No wick.
a little dash.
Right.
Okay, so that it tells you information. So you look for, like for instance, if I see 10 red candles in a day, you know you're getting really close to a green candle. So that might be a time to step into the market.
Oh yeah.
If you see 10
With
green
that
in a
particular
day,
stock, right?
for that particular stock, yeah. So like, well here we had a little red nice tail there.
Yeah.
Okay, and it looks after a pretty big move, and sure enough, the next day really sold off.
Yeah, yeah.
And so look, you need to go to the internet and just
Kind of figure it out.
Explain.
I mean, that was a good explanation, though. I
So
know a lot more.
like you can look at every day and see the high, low, the opening price, the closing price, and the range. The range being the difference between the bottom of the tail
Right.
and the top of the wick.
Right.
Right.
Well, that's not what I thought it was.
What did you think it was?
Well, I thought it was like
And just so you know, you have any questions, there's no such thing as a stupid question. There's only stupid answers.
Well, I mean, I thought it was for removal of earwax.
It's a stupid answer.
I guess. Well, thanks.
Hey, cheers.
Appreciate it.
Okay, we'll see you later.